Now then, how's it going? What does I think of my posh lights? Right, so we've got the dreaded BMW to fix again. Crank, seal, timing chain cover, whatever you want to call it, and we used a non-genuine one that's a bag of shit and it leaks. So, been to BMW, we've got a genuine one, BMW badge on there somewhere. So we're going to get this fitted because what's happening is oil is leaking through the seal, which is then going onto the alternator belt, which is then contaminating it and making it snap. This is your coolant pipe that sits right next to the alternator, and it's took off that little bit of a clip there. I'd imagine it's brittle and doesn't take much to break away, but yeah, that that was missing. And just in case you forgot which bag of shit BMW we've got, there she is. And now once we get this oil leak sorted and coolant leak done, it should be a good motor again. So don't forget, if you've got a BM, pull it twice, otherwise it won't open, or 7 times if you like me. So inside there, you can see that little water pipe. I'll chuck a little circle on it. So that is missing this part, which just falls off. I'll show you a bit more when I get it out properly, but yeah, that's what's causing the water leak at the minute. So I'm going to quickly get all this off. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's the airbox off anyway. The magic skills are fucking running out. So yeah, as we can see, we're very low on coolant, eh? So now, whip this off, get this pipe out, because we're going to be changing that pulley. So yeah, BRB again. So now you can see that filter's off, well, ducting pipe. We just now need to, let's get this torch resting down here somewhere. So I need a 16 on here, that'll loosen pulley foot belt. Drop that down, can get access to then whipping this off. Right, so the pulley at the bottom here has got 4 E12 bolts on, and all I do is get your E12, get your 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter, and then as simple as two, 3 and 4, and then right, gonna need a veranda, is this? There we go. She's off. And she's still leaking a shitload of oil. So we're gonna get this whipped off, new seal put on, new genuine seal put on, and get it all thrown back together. So on this cover, all these bolts are E10s. Well, it's a good job these GoPros are waterproof, because I've just done, well, I hope they're waterproof. I've just dumped a nice fair bit of coolant on her. Right, so as far as I'm aware, that is every bolt out. I've managed to get Screwdriver wedged in on this side. Let's have a look. And there she goes, she's off. Right, that's about half hour late with scrubbing. I'm literally about 90% there. So. This is what we've got. This is our fitting tool. We're going to use a bit of oil, bit of car lube on. That's sort of how you want it to sit. Also, just a quickie, don't buy part-worn tyres from fucking Iraqi, Afghanis, wherever they're from, because they're just scamming bastards that take your money. So this is my car, so I don't care what tyres are on it, but I just paid for that. A big fuck off gouge in it, pretty much our way down to fucking thing. So these shit tyres are gonna have a blowout and kill you. Stay away from them. Look at that big fuck off gouge. And these aren't bothered. These are the fucking idiots that just want to fucking take every last quid off us. So yeah, if they want a knackered tyre that's going to last you about 10 seconds and potentially kill you, get a second hand one. If they want something decent, buy new. Let's have a blast at this. There we go. And there we go. A bit of a fiddle, but few of these bolts in first, and then we'll go for awkward ones. Right, so this is where we're at now. It's going to be its final tighten. Is the new seal fully fitted? Right. Now I need the big ass pulley on. So to get this tight, it needs to be at least 3 ugga duggers. I don't think you'll be able to see much here because yeah, you just wait. There you go. That's the belt back on. That's pretty much the bottom end all done, apart from chucking his water pipes back on. It's absolutely covered in oil. And then there's one that goes there, and then one there, but we're missing a clip. These are literally a nightmare if you lose them. There we go. So that's a second pulley we've put on there, not pulley, a second timing cover, top tip by Genuine. Right, so now we need to remove this to get access to this pipe. And I think this is a T30. It fits. And there you go, he's got 3 of them to pull out. Once they're out, you can remove that. And that will then give you Why is it so hard to get out now? I'll show you the difference in them. So that's the one with the missing clip, that's the one with the clip. Right, same again in reverse order. This back on. Let's have a look. I've just looked at these and these look bad. So yeah, if you hear this look like that, you need some new ones desperately. They're horrible. So yeah, it's gonna need some new disc and pads, but with mileage it does. I can stay until it fails next MOT. If it were my car, I'd be putting new disc and pads on, but it's not. So let's get it on, get out of here. You always put your locking nut back. So there you go, another one down, top coolant up, and we're done. So with motor now, it's all topped up with coolant. What you want to now do is turn your coolant up to full speed, get it on the hottest setting, and basically just keep your foot at about 1500 to 2k until the coolant gets warm. This is just the way that we'll bleed the coolant. As soon as the heaters get warm, we can then turn off and check the car out. So that's back from its little test run. We're now just doing a engine oil level check. Bring back dipsticks. There you go. Oil level's fine. It's had a bit of a top up. It's at the maximum mark. So there we go. On to the next one. Stay there.